A 212, y'all.
The THI podcast with my brother and me. Soldiers from both sides of the fence, nigga, that's who we be. He was in the Air Force while I was running the streets. I salute him for his service, he saluting the G. We done met back at the table like our mama expected us. So here y'all go, now y'all got the herbal intellectuals. We gon' talk everything from real estate to politics, economic inclusion and the strength of black dollar shit. Sports, movies, social media, love and parenting. Coronavirus, stimulus checks and cryptocurrency. Money, jobs, layoffs, unemployment and rebuilding. Starting your own business and homeschooling your children. Power move, stock markets, group economics. A whole time smoking on the finest of ganja. So gon' roll up and kick back. Get your lighters, get your ashtrays, drinks and snacks. We gon' bring that good vibe like when the feeling was right. Like when you was young and had your favorite cousin spending the night. Say we gon' bring that good vibe like when the feeling was right. Like you was young and had your favorite cousin spending the night. We never talk about it, but that's a hell of a vibe.
That bitch hard. I was sitting over here like, is it crazy that I be over here wanting to do DJ Khaled ad libs?
Yeah, I was over here ad-libbing the shit out of it in my head. But no, I was talking about that when your favorite cousin spending the night.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that vibe right there. Like, that's what we literally be trying to. Like, there's some family shit right here.
Shout out to everybody who be listening to us and be telling the people who be DMing me talking about y'all voices are so soothing. Like, that ain't what we was going for, but we appreciate it. But anyway, shit. Welcome to episode 212 of the Herbal Intellectuals. I am one half of your host, Ronnie, along with my co-host,
Fly. Welcome, y'all.
Fuck.
We got another one. Excuse me, I forgot what strain it's in.
Sorry. That's just to let y'all know that we really smoking.
I want to find us a ganja. That's why I said the shit. But no, again, we gotta start this one off on a dark note. Rest in peace to Rashad Brooks.
Definitely rest in peace to Rashad Brooks, but also to the other 122 people who have been murdered by police since George Floyd, which was less than 3 weeks ago.
I'm glad you came back with that.
They are averaging, since George Floyd's death, they are averaging 8 murders a day. A fucking day, yo.
In 2019, it was only 27 days a cop didn't kill somebody.
2020, they ain't even gonna get that.
Out of 365, though.
Y'all worried about coronavirus spikes. Y'all need to be worried about police murder spikes.
I mean, I look at it like 27 days of not killing nobody. It's like, thanks for not killing nobody for Black History Month.
That ain't even a whole Black History Month. They skipped a day. Nah, that's not even 4 weeks.
27 days.
Out of 366. No, 65. 2020 is a leap year.
Most bitches come on their period twice in 27 days.
Facts. But
I seen a post that shit said, white people always want to talk about like the civil rights movement and how we basically riding off what our ancestors went through and all that. That shit said the civil rights movement happened 50 years ago. Bitch, ancestors, you made my grandmother.
nigga, our fucking
My
parents.
The fuck, my mother older than 50.
I'm like, nigga, my father is 60 something.
For real?
Yeah.
Yo, 60 something?
Yeah. I think he's 62.
Dang.
Maybe 63. He might be. I think he might be turning 63 this year.
I think the last time I seen Joe, he was like 40.
All I would say is allegedly, because I don't really know for sure.
I couldn't tell you. The only thing I know about him is I think his birthday in November.
I think it is too. I think it's the 19th.
Yo, I wouldn't even guess.
That's a guess.
I would say, if I had to give you a guess, the only way I would be right, I would tell you it's somewhere Between the 1st and the 31st.
Pretty fucking accurate. No, 30th. November only got 30 days.
Niggas.
But anyway, where you want to start? We got so much shit that we got to cover this week. Like this was a busy week. Matter of fact, I know exactly where I want to start. I want to start where we should have started last week, but we forgot. The motherfucking Democratic Senate people, mostly white, taking a knee in Congress.
And Kent take off.
Kent take off, bro. They fucking nigga. Yo, I swear to God, when I seen that shit, I was like,
really?
What? What? Like, I seen a meme, and it was like Kerry Washington crying, and it was like the black intern when they had to order all that Kent take off. Yo, that shit was yo. Who the fuck? What?
Y'all don't even see us wearing kente cloth.
Right, like when is the last time you seen like a mass quantity of black people wearing kente cloth?
When the last time you know who sell kente cloth? Fuck, y'all went to the flea market? No, they got that exclusive shit. Like, shit, we gonna make a statement. That shit came off called the kente closet.
Yo, I couldn't believe that shit. That was just as insulting to me as Joe Biden saying, if you don't choose him over Trump, then you ain't black. Like, what are y'all really saying to us? First off, Joe Biden racist as fuck too. Let's not forget that. But
why are we on the topic of racist as fuck? Can we address all these motherfuckers popping up getting hung?
And them claiming that it's fucking suicide?
That is a big spit in our face.
That is the most insulting fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
If you listening, government, it ain't another nigga that's gonna hang theyself from a tree. If the case may be that niggas hang theyself in jail cells, that's because you got limited access to anything else.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even drown yourself in that low ass toilet. Like, ain't no motherfucking body. First off, I'm gonna climb a tree, jump with a rope around my neck. The impact would have snapped his neck instantly.
Facts.
They ain't saying that he died from a broken neck.
None of this shit makes sense. It's 5 people. You are not going to find 5 black people who would think about hanging themselves with a noose from a tree. Why the fuck would any of us ever want our family members to find us like that? When our grandparents and great-grandparents lived through that shit. And some of our grandparents and great-grandparents are still alive. Why the fuck would we ever put them through some shit like that? Ain't nobody gonna do that. Never. So all y'all trying to pass this shit off as a fucking suicide, fuck you. It's an insult.
I put it to you like this. Do a survey. Ask every black person on the planet, would you be a slave? Anyone that say yeah, I give it to you. They probably will hang themselves from a tree. But I also go out on a limb and say it ain't another nigga who gonna say yeah.
Nope.
I'ma hang myself.
Not doing it. Never. Under no circumstances would I even consider it.
Did you hear about the officer? All right, I watched the story about it. The police officer, can't remember his name, can't remember where he at. And it's funny because I think Instagram took that shit out my story because I shared it. And the story that I shared before it it stayed 24 hours. The story I shared before it was still there, but that one wasn't. So I know they snatched that bitch down. It's a police officer. I can't remember his name. Can't remember where yet, but I'm gonna find him and I'm gonna tell you. It's a black man and a Mexican man. The black man is pulled over. They run his name, birth date, all that. You hear him laughing on that and all that. Yo disappeared. Never seen again. The police officer said he dropped him off at a Circle K gas station. Yo never was seen again. To this day. I think this happened in like 04 or some shit like that. Either 04 or 2014, but it been happening. And yo ain't been seen. Mexican man, same scenario, same cop. Said he dropped him off at a Circle K. Never been seen again. The dispatch lady called him 4 days later when his people start saying yo ain't been seen. The dispatch lady called him like, didn't you tow a Cadillac, whatever? He like, no. He like, you don't remember calling me? He was across from a cemetery. He like, no. So when they go back and tell him that the Circle K gas station don't got no evidence of, because he said he called the Circle K gas station both times. He said they don't got no evidence of him calling and don't got no footage of him ever showing up on the camera with these people. Guess what your response was?
What?
Well, I don't know what to tell you. This is the news saying your response was, I don't know what to tell you. They fired him.
Every day we walk out the house, we gotta worry about if we get pulled over at a traffic stop, are we gonna make it home?
I'd rather run into a group of gangbangers with guns.
Facts. Because 9 times out of 10, that group of gangbangers with guns, if you ain't fucking with them, they ain't gonna fuck with you.
Even if they is fucking with you, I'd rather deal with that. I know how to deal with that. It's like you can defend yourself in that scenario. Good, bad, or indifferent, you can defend yourself in that scenario. But against the police, it's like they whip your ass. If you fight back, they get the green light to kill you. So do you just sit there and get your ass whipped? Do you sit there for 8 minutes and 40 seconds with them on your neck? Do you stand there and watch them on somebody's neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds? Because I also just seen a video where the white police officer got the motherfucking gun out on 5 little boys. They kids, probably 14, 13 years old, little boys. So all the black people start pulling up, hopping out their cars, recording and all that. No bullshit. One man went over there like, look, check this out. If you shoot these little boys, you got to shoot me too. Yo went over there and stood right there with the little boys with his hands up. Like, they tell him, go ahead, mind your business. He's like, no, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not moving. If you shoot them, you shoot me. Whatever you do to them, you got to do to me.
And that's where we need to be. That's the shit we need to be on.
With everybody.
Everybody.
Anybody somebody see a black person get pulled over. Everybody need to pull the fuck over.
Yo, this is some shit that hurt my heart so bad. I seen this shit on Twitter the other day. Because they was talking about how black women don't feel protected by black men. This man really got on here and said, why the fuck would I protect a woman that I don't know? Nigga, what? Like, these goofy ass niggas with Black Lives Matter t-shirts throwing a black girl in the dumpster. The fuck is wrong with y'all? Not even on the t-shirts, but why would y'all do that to her and y'all recording it laughing? What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Social engineering. Self-hate is a motherfucker. That's all that is self-hate, man. They told us to hate our color. They told us to hate our people.
We gotta do better.
Huh. Pop told you.
As a whole.
Now we have a race of babies that hate the ladies. That make the babies. Think about it. A America demonize women to us. They belittle their women, but they demonize our women. All the ass shaking and nakedness and all that shit. I don't see white bitches doing that except jumping on a wave like white boys jump on the baggy pants and, you feel me, backwards hats and shit. Like, other than that, like, it's not a part of their culture. Like, they've made it a part of our culture. Like, they've made twerking a part of our culture. I kept saying, like, motherfuckers kept saying, fuck bitches, get money. Fuck bitches, get money. And then the wave jumped to fuck bitches, but I love my niggas. Wonder why you niggas have gay now.
I never understand it.
I had a female ask me one day. She was sitting outside on the block with me and all my niggas, and every time somebody left, dab everybody up, love you, my nigga. All right, be safe, love you, my nigga. Love you, my nigga. Love you too. Love you, my nigga. Love you more. Love you too. Love you more. Love you too. You feel me? She like, why y'all niggas tell each other y'all love each other so much, but none of y'all don't tell y'all girls y'all love each other half as much throughout the course of a day? Now, at the time, I justified it, and it was a valid justification, but all I could give at the time was, if I leave out the house and my girl in the house, when I get home, I expect her to be there. If my man walked to the store, he might not make it back. If I go to home tonight, when I wake up in the morning, my man might be on Murder Inc. page. My man might be on the news. My man might be in the morgue.
More than one of them.
I never forget, yo. I wake up. I go to sleep Friday night. Wake up Saturday morning. Get on Instagram. And for those who not from Baltimore, don't know what Murder Inc. is, Baltimore literally got a page where they put all the murders, like anybody get killed and shit. They post it on the same Instagram page. Everybody following it. But I get up in the morning. Got the awkward feeling, but don't know what it is. So I get on, Instagram. Not because of the feeling, just, how you wake up and shit just feel off.
Right.
So I get on Instagram. 2 of my niggas. Both of them on it dead. Same night.
And it's crazy how often the last time you seen somebody was the last time you'll ever see somebody. That shit happen a lot.
How many times people be stuck saying, I never knew the last conversation would have been the last conversation. Never knew last night would be his last night.
Yeah, that shit heavy. We gotta do better there too, man. Definitely gotta do better there.
We constantly killing each other. Like, that shit gotta stop, man. That shit gotta stop, man.
It really gotta stop.
Ain't no reason for it.
Because if we stop, all the negative perpetuations that they got are no longer valid. You can't bring up black on black crime if we stop killing each other. Or doing stuff, robbing each other, hurting each other. You can't bring that up no more. And it's going to force them to face it.
And then my thing is, everybody run around slinging guns. But ain't nobody really got no tactical training. Ain't nobody militant about it. Nobody got no discipline. Most niggas don't really know how to shoot.
And that's why so many random bystanders get hit.
Alright, this is an OG moment. I feel as though 99.9% of these niggas running around with guns don't know how to shoot. Because never understood the concept of shit like a 30-round clip and all that. What the fuck you got 100 rounds for? Who the fuck you beefing with?
It don't make sense.
I mean, now don't get me wrong. I'm a ex-street nigga. You feel me? So I get the message. 1,000%.
It's that I'm ready for whatever. message. Like you showing niggas like
even when you use it, like I get the message, like you feel me, like I understand.
You adding that bitch out.
I get it, but my thing is like, add out for what?
Niggas add out a whole block for one person.
When we was young, I don't give a fuck. Nigga walk down in the crowd of 15 of your niggas, blow your motherfucking head off in the middle of your niggas, and then go ahead about his fucking business.
And walk right through your niggas and go home about his business.
That's when it was on amongst men, though. It's like now, no matter what your mandate, if a nigga whacking you down the ride, without never knowing that your man pistol whipped a nigga girlfriend, you feel me? Your man robbed this nigga and put a gun in his mouth, and you feel me? Like, niggas really out here doing cruddy shit, not telling they niggas, and then, you feel me, got niggas beefing with niggas and don't know why. I done been in a real live beef. Not only did I not know why, I only knew one nigga. I don't know who you'll be with, where you'll be at, none of that. And I'm full blown beefing with this nigga. Riding with my man. Don't know. Never even asked, what the fuck is y'all beefing for? Never. I just got pulled in because we was in the car and yo was next to us in the stoplight, and that I was officially in it.
It's wild how quick shit escalate around this motherfucker.
A nigga ride for a nigga that ain't even his blood. But if we all carried it like the same way, like no matter who it is, imagine how powerful we will be. But imagine how powerful the next generation gonna be. Because even now, our next generation, you gotta think our kids gonna be our kids gonna be stupid young, knowing about LLCs, knowing about trade lines, knowing about credit, knowing about real estate, knowing about the stock market. Why? Because that's what the fuck we talking about right now. So that's what the fuck our kids hearing right now. So that's what the fuck our kids absorbing right now. And that's why they trying to do shit like start the NBA back up at like, boy, get that shit going. Get these niggas paying attention to something else. And I was listening to motherfucking the radio on the way here. And they talking about they taking all the NBA players to the motherfucker to Orlando. And they gonna turn it to like an NBA campus where though these niggas can't leave. Like, they leave, they got to self-quarantine 14 days, go through what they said exactly, extensive testing and all that. Like, this shit is out of hand. Like, these concentration camps.
If you gotta go through all of that, you don't need to be doing it.
That's a concentration camp. And that's how they are going to normalize concentration camps with shit like that.
Matter of fact, hold on. Shout out to Kyrie. Man.
Yeah, show enough. For sure. Like, man, he said, matter of fact, he said Bam had the exact same thing. Like, that shit a distraction.
He was like, yo, we should all take a stand and don't play. I agree. Absolutely agree.
Who they gonna replace us with?
Nobody.
They already got the best of the best. Who they gonna replace us with?
They couldn't even if they wanted to. But when the biggest name in the game say I think we should play, most niggas gonna follow along.
Brown.
Yep.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
I think he gonna end up changing his mind though.
Man, I don't listen.
I think right now he's thinking about it from a standpoint of like let's give the people something to look forward to again.
Oh yeah. That's something to look forward to.
For a lot of people. Yeah.
Well,
because
before we
now that's not my feeling.
ask you a question.
Go ahead.
if the NBA, NFL, MLB, NHL, all the motherfucking acronyms, if all this shit wouldn't shut the fuck down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think as many people would know about the stock market right now? Do
No.
you think as many people would be invested in themselves right now? Do you think as many people would be teaching their kids the thing that they're teaching them right now? Fuck no. So again, when all the distractions went down, all of the attention went up. This pandemic had everybody sitting still watching what the fuck was really going on.
And that's why the world is protesting right now. The fucking world.
Because here, again, I say, you said how many people been killed by police since George Floyd died?
123.
123 people in less than 20 days, correct? Or
Yep.
About
20 days. I think today was day 20.
Why is Corona a pandemic? And that's not.
Because they don't give a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. The people in power don't give a fuck.
I seen the video where a white boy.
The nigga Trump said, when the looting starts, the shooting starts. But then again, it's like fucking David Duke is in politics.
It need to be. If we the ones you shooting at, best believe we shooting back. Real shit, because you ain't green lighting no nigga to shoot me, and I ain't thinking that I ain't going to defend myself. Fuck you.
Hell no.
Hell no. If he got the green light, what the fuck you think I'm doing? I'd rather die fighting than die just dying.
Absolutely.
Saying some shit that said, I was born black, and I'ma die black, but I don't want to die because I'm black.
That's real.
If I'ma die because I'm black, you think I won't kill because I'm black? Like, how you green like them to kill black people because you think black people is thugs and killers? Got a video I'm going to show you. Yeah, they got all these CNN and ABC and NBC and all them shit, reporters and shit, keep on talking about lock these thugs and criminals up. They need to go to jail. And then
Definitely.
then they turn around and show you the crime that they avoided jail for.
They getting called out. Is when people just be like, this you?
Then I see the dude, black boy, was making out with a white girl. Turn out she was only 17, but she was at an overage event. She just ended up being underage. Yo got 12 years. Then they show the white boy under him. Yo molested a little kid, got probation. The white boy next to him raped 3 people, got probation. And then the next person raped the 8-month-old, broke her ribs, squeezing her so tight and all that. And yo got 4 years. 4 years. Rape. And my man got 4 years for his first weed charge.
The
Conviction, but had 2 jobs fresh out of school.
the motherfucking Brock Turner got caught raping the girl behind the dumpster, and the judge said he's only gonna give him probation because he doesn't want to ruin his future. Rich white boy.
That's that motherfucking privilege. How niggas get 7 years for domestic violence, but you get probation for rape?
This world is fucked up.
This country fucked up. It ain't the world.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It ain't the world.
That is a fact.
People gotta realize, like,
The rest of the world is looking at us like we crazy right now.
racism is such an American custom that when you protest racism, they think you protesting America.
Fact. I seen this thread on Twitter, cause you know I be on that bitch a lot. for the page for the show always, but it was showing like, damn, I forgot what I was even about to say, but some other shit I wanted to talk about. The cop, one of the cops that got locked up. He's supposed to get locked up, but they said he had 12 other, like all of these cops had like 12 other violent misconduct shit. It's in their rap sheets.
You talking about with George Floyd?
All of them.
Oh yeah,
Like he had like 14.
absolutely. All of them. Like, listen. Everything they did is documented.
All that shit is public information now.
Always was.
Mm-hmm.
You know the problem with public information?
The public don't want to access the information.
Motherfucking right. Cause I be tripping about, like, for example, when people be, everybody call me a conspiracy theorist.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them end up saying, damn, you was right, but everybody call me a conspiracy theorist. And my thing is, like, first off, the term conspiracy theorist only was derived when the government got caught up in some shit and they ain't had no way out. So they came up with the term conspiracy theory to make people not believe the media and believe them. And that's how they swept it under the rug. So that's where the term conspiracy theory even came from, them covering some shit up. Like, this is the same government that cover up everything.
They said COINTELPRO was a conspiracy theory until that shit came out.
My nigga, everything is a conspiracy theory until it came out. Like 9/11 being an inside job was a conspiracy theory until it came out. So then it make you think, like, everything gotta be inside jobs. If you invested in the defense, and then they tell you that, like, you can't bomb another country without warning them, without letting them know that the shit is gonna happen. Shit, I mean, even if we bombing y'all know.
Nah, we don't let them know.
It is like, you got to.
We don't.
That's my point. That's why the world hate America.
Yeah, America is the most hated country in the world. By far. It's not even close.
America not even.
That's the only thing we number one in.
Actually.
And mass incarceration.
It is actually 3 things. Well, I only
police killings.
We are number 1 in incarcerated citizens per capita. Adults that believe angels exist. Definitely police murders. Racism.
For sure.
Like, systematically, this is the most racist country probably ever.
Yo, because you know it's bad when Germany is looking at us crazy right now. Germany. Hitler was in Germany.
Yo, I keep telling people, y'all got the wrong concept of Hitler. I read, it was in a letter. It was in a newsletter, but it was a letter between Hitler and one of his soldiers. And the soldier asked him why I was at the mission. And he said he basically was trying to stop the Jews and I forgot the exact word, but they put it and make you understand terms like the Illuminati and them from taking over the world, like, because if they take over, then that's the end of the world as we know it. He said because the white people stole God's jewels, the Negroes. He said when they stole the Negroes, they stole God's jewels. So if we allow them to continue, then that's going to be the end of the world as we know it. Now, I'm not saying this is true, but I'll say this. America demonized Martin Luther King. America demonized Malcolm X, Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, Dick Gregory, Richard Pryor, Prince, Michael Jackson. They either demonized them or terminated their asses. Think about like Muammar Gaddafi. America make us think that this nigga wasn't shit. But his people get free health care. If you get married, you get some thousands. They give you a house. Like, all of that. Like, people well taken care of. It's the motherfuckers that do big right that America get rid of and demonize them. They demonize you, discredit you, defame you, and eventually they destroy you.
Facts. Makes a lot of sense.
That's how that shit get. That's how that shit go. Like, and everybody know. Like, people be knowing.
Yeah. But before we go too deep, we do got some good news to share, and this is definitely an applause. Byron Allen settled his lawsuit. They agreed. They agreed to settle. That man is about to get paid because he was dragging him, and they knew they was gonna lose.
Let me make you understand something.
Byron Allen about to change. He about to change a lot of shit.
He had lost that case. I don't think him settling was the best move. Because, reason being, in every settlement, there's clauses. A lot of times, there's shit like gag orders. A lot of times, you forfeit certain shit to get certain shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, settlements, it's never, alright, you right, I'm wrong. Here, it's, alright, you right, I'm wrong. But I'll admit that I'm wrong for doing this, that, and that. If you don't speak about this, that, and that, or if you leave this alone completely, are you right? I give you such and such, but you can't dip back into that. What a lot of people don't know is with that Byron Allen case, it wasn't just him suing them. Our civil rights was on the line. Like, they was trying to take our civil rights from us. That Civil Rights Act in 18, whatever, I don't want to quote the wrong year. They was trying to take that off the table. That's what that man really was fighting for. So if he settled, what did you bend on?
Guess we gonna find out.
Because when he did the interview, I think it was on the Breakfast Club, whatever. When he did that interview, he said basically like, ain't no settling, ain't no bowing, ain't no bending, ain't no breaking. Like, y'all lost already 3 times. Y'all taking it to the Supreme Court. Let's go. We strapped up, ready to go. How did we get to the point of settling? What was the compromise? Not to discredit that man, not to say he didn't do big right. I'm just saying, like, hypothetically, like, just the way my mind think, like, what did you bend on and what did you stand on is what I would want to know. Before I be happy that the nigga about to get paid, because the nigga bought the Weather Channel. Like, he was already paid.
That's true.
The nigga is long since been paid. You feel me? So that shit is irrelevant. You got $150 million. Who give a fuck if you make $100 million? I mean, yeah, you give a fuck because you got $100 million, but I ain't be happy because you won a case to get $100 million when you was already rich and I'ma still be broke. So I just hope that. All right, here's my.
I don't think that would have been something that he would have bent on.
All right, here's my thing. A few weeks ago, it came out that Byron Allen lost that case, correct? Because I knew, and I know multiple people that knew that it was out that Byron Allen lost that case. I've heard. Now, I'm not saying it's a fact, but for some reason, it was circulating that Byron Allen lost that case.
I didn't see that, but
now
I'm not saying that. Not to it wasn't up there, but I just didn't see it.
Right, and not to say whether it was true or false, but let's just say he didn't lose the case then, but he did settle. Or he did, because you got to agree to the settlement before you go to settlement. You feel me?
Right.
Like your lawyer presented, you agree, and then y'all go in front of a judge, and he basically solidified. So, our civil rights was on the line. He either lost the case or settled out. And then we just can be openly murdered on TV. All of a sudden, people popping up, getting hung. All of a sudden, the KKK talking about mobilizing to Alabama and killing every black person they see. Something might be a little fishy going on. Because somebody got a memo somewhere. Somebody somewhere got a motherfucking memo, if you ask me. Because who the fuck would have thought in 2019 that in 2020 more police murders be on social media than motherfucking girl fights?
That's a fact.
You said 128 cents? 23 cents?
Yeah.
23? Whatever. 120 something cents. George Floyd. Why they make Baltimore look bad for having 300 and something in a year? Why they make places like Chicago and Detroit and all these major cities, like why they make them look like they so bad?
How high would the murder rate be if police murders counted against that?
Man, you witnessed that shit, and it ain't get mentioned. So, I'm talking no news, no social media, no radio.
Never even heard about it.
And we
never heard nobody mention it.
And we was
there. Right there.
Happened not only at a major fast food chain, technically in the back of 3 major fast food chains, a Rite Aid and a motherfucking gas station. It's all surrounding, right? The same parking lot where this shit happened.
Not to mention all the other little stores and shit.
And hundreds of people was out there, like and
never. I don't even really remember seeing it on social media.
I didn't, because I talked about it. I was telling people on social media that I don't know why the fuck don't nobody know about this, but that shit went down yesterday. Like nobody knew.
We was right there.
So imagine, like that's why I be saying, like, yeah, Baltimore niggas go hard. Cool. Niggas shooters, gangsters, whatever you want to call them. Cool. What make me question all these murders that go on in the streets is, if niggas was killing niggas like niggas supposed to be killing niggas, do you think that, like the first 2 points in Baltimore City is 17 miles wide? So within that small ass radius, 300 and something niggas getting killed a year. if that wasn't the plan, you don't think they'd have been in here? Because if the looting start, the shooting start. But when the shooting and the robbing and the killing and the drugging and the thugging and all that shit is going on, we don't even notice. But if the looting start, the shooting start. The goal is us dying. And until we realize that and counter it, we're just gonna keep dying. Because if they stood by and watched Floyd die, Zimmerman still walking around. Countless. Breonna Taylor, her murderers ain't even get locked up. But they passed the Breonna Taylor law. But then y'all allowed them to put out a report that say it was no forceful entry. There were no victims. She sustained no injuries. Did you read the report?
Mm-hmm.
How does someone that shot 8 times sustain no injuries? How does someone that shot 8 times and died sustain no injuries? How does someone shot 8 times and died in their own home, unarmed, not only not sustain any injury, but it said there was no victim? Like, she sustained no injuries.
The only person arrested in that case is the boyfriend who shot back.
He shot first.
Of course. Like, niggas is kicking in your door. Like, what would you expect me to do?
Why am I legally armed? Why do I have the right to bear arms if I don't have the right to defend my family? Because that's when we got to start really opening our eyes, black people, because here's where the trick bag comes in. Because if I shoot you, I go to jail for murder. I got to prove that I did every little loophole that y'all say I should do. If somebody kick in my door, only way you can shoot somebody in the back is if, and this is what they don't tell you, because they say you can't shoot them in the back. If they fleeing, you gotta let them go. But if they're in between you and your family, like say you upstairs and they going out the front door, but your family in the kitchen, you got every right to shoot them in their back. Like, you got the right to do a lot of shit. They just don't tell us. They just don't tell us. Because, again, the Constitution wasn't made for us. They say you got freedom of speech and expression. But protesting will get you tear gas and rubber bullets.
It's not even legal for us to use tear gas in the military.
Do you know why? That's the First Amendment right, freedom of speech. You see, I don't really even know him. Like, there's no reason. It's no reason. I mean, I know him, but I don't. You get what I'm saying. But do you know why they say you got the freedom of speech and expression and press, whatever, long as it don't cause whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that's for?
What?
So they can lie in the media with no consequence. That's what that was originally derived for. So they can lie to us in the media with no consequence. That's why they do shit like based on a true story. They can lie as much as they want. It's just based off of that nigga life. It's like, if I tell a story, base it off of your life, but I say the nigga went to motherfucking Yale and North Carolina on the basketball team at the same time. He was studying law at Yale and a star on the basketball team over here and all. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I can embellish as much as I want because I never said I told your story. I just based this off of your story. So I just used that as like a template almost. Like,
then I can do what I want.
Like I said, Dick Gregory said Malcolm X wasn't never no motherfucking pimp. He ain't never stuck his head in no motherfucking toilet. None of that shit. He said that movie was mostly lies. And it's like we know the FBI killed. Even the FBI or the CIA wanted it too, but they killed Malcolm X. They shot Joe from the balcony. Nobody shoot him from right there on stage. They based off the bullet trajectory and all that. The bullets came from the balcony.
They killed Fred Hampton too.
Oh, yeah, they slaughtered Fred. And his pregnant girlfriend in the bed with him.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. How y'all doing people like that who ain't got no bodies, like ain't killing nobody?
Because they were afraid of him. He didn't just have black people uniting. He had all of the gangs unite out.
See, that's that's
with the Hispanic gangs. It was everybody.
That's what they don't teach you about Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King wasn't just about black people. Martin Luther King did not get killed for the I Have a Dream speech. Martin Luther King got killed for the poor man movement.
I do you want just a little bit.
To deliver.
Hold up. Give me 1 second. Because I know you're going to agree with this one. Think about who else was doing that most recently. Getting all the gangs united on some black power shit. Nipsey.
Not only that, but you know Nipsey and Left Eye had a common denominator in their death.
Dr. Sebi.
So everybody don't know Left Eye was where he bring Dr. Sebi medicine and shit to the mainstream. They got her out of there. Then Nipsey put in the documentary. They got him out of there because they don't want the world to know. Well, not even the world, the country, because Dr. Sebi said any country that keeps people sick to profit off of the medicine that you selling them, that's not a country. That's a mental asylum. It's nothing but mental patients here. You wonder why people so fucking crazy, because it's a chemical imbalance in us, because they pumping shit in us that they not pumping in themselves. How did we know in these all white Catholic schools that these vaccines is mandatory to get in there? How do we know your kids got to be vaccinated to go there? How do we know that they're forced to go through what we're forced to go through? Why you think they use private doctors and shit? They don't go to hospital. Doctors come to their house, take care of their family from birth to death. Same doctor, unless he die. If he die, the nigga who he used to have with him, or the lady who used to have with him, take the fuck over.
Mm-hmm.
They know your records, they know your history, they know your body,
they know your whole family history.
They know y'all. With us, something wrong, we go see what the fuck it is, and we stay the fuck away from there. But the problem is, we ain't never belonged there from the jump. People wasn't born in hospitals before they built hospitals. People wasn't getting epidurals and vaccines and all that shit before they put vaccines out. Like, and then there's no vaccine that ever worked. There's no scheduled vaccine that ever has worked. Like, that's not the intention.
Yo, I would tell you that when I got my wisdom teeth pulled, they gave me that 60-day supply of Vicodin.
Yeah.
What the fuck for?
60 days?
60 fucking days. With a refill.
So you could have had
120 days worth of Vicodin.
For a wisdom tooth, that would have max hurt it for like a week and a half, 2 weeks.
I stopped taking that shit after 4 days. Because I was like, I don't like this. I don't like how it make me feel. And even in them 4 days, like, the first 2 days after that, I was like, the fuck is my skin itching?
Oh, yeah, that's
that detail. But like, just think about how bad that shit could have got with 120 days worth for wisdom teeth.
Think about it like this. They intentionally are over drugging us because they give you months and months and months. You jam your finger and they give you 5 refills on some Percocets or something. Like, not literally, but you get what I'm saying. Like, before this so-called opioid epidemic happened, which means before they realized that it was their little white kids getting high too, they didn't give a fuck. So they was over medicating the shit out of us. Oh, your child too young to take Percocet, so we gonna give him a little codeine. But it's in the syrup kind. So you just give him a teaspoon of codeine. Go ahead and prep their body if you had to put that chemical dependence on heroin and shit. Because people don't be paying attention, but I tell everybody all the time. You got crack. And then you got Molly, ecstasy, all these things, all these drugs, all these opium and all that, but there's a prescription version of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's a prescription version of all of them. Adderall.
Sudafed.
If you get on the motherfucking downer side, you got Xanax, Vicodin, Percocet,
Oxycontin, oxycodone, all that shit.
all that shit.
Promethazine, codeine.
All that shit. And
Like,
this is just out of rap songs. You just named the past 5 summers the hottest songs.
Yep. That's one Future song.
And I be hating to say certain things, but I'm gonna have to go ahead and say fuck yo.
Yeah, for sure.
Fuck yo.
Absolutely.
A lot of these, like, yo, for real.
And
like,
fuck all y'all goofy niggas who really be following him and agreeing with
right?
his goofy ass.
I ain't gonna lie, right? On some real nigga shit, like, it gotta come a point where we start checking these niggas on being men. I don't give a fuck how many millions you paying. Bitch, you been lying to my child for years. Come your bitch ass out and tell them that the fuck you ain't never was on all these drugs you talking about. Y'all niggas need to start coming out telling these kids that the only thing y'all might do is smoke weed a little bit, drink occasionally. You got a nigga like Yo Gotti rapping all this shit but get an interview and say I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't pop no pills, I don't do none of that shit. That's why I don't hang with rappers. That's why you don't see me hanging and partying with rappers, because I don't drink, I don't smoke, none of that shit. So the only thing we got in common is business. Why you rapping that shit? Cool, the drug dealing, cool. Because the drug dealing era was our era. Why did y'all help alley-oop this drug using wave in? Like
when y'all wasn't even doing it.
When we gonna get to that? Now the ones who was doing it, hey, I can't knock it.
It's a whole lot of these young rappers who do that shit because Future was doing it. Future was talking about it in his music and he was never doing it.
These niggas, one of them little niggas who died talking about that shit. Can't remember which one of them it was. Juice
WRLD.
Is that the nigga that took all them pills?
Yeah.
He was talking about, like, he started to get, like, popping pills and all that shit, I think, because even though he only did that shit because somebody snitched on him. So fuck whoever snitched on Shorty.
Mm-hmm.
But even with that, like, a nigga will swallow all them pills to avoid that encounter. When white people get caught with all types of shit. Because they know the shit that they don't tell us. That the police are not here to police white people. They weren't created to police white people. They never intended to police white people. That's why white people will tell them, fuck you, my dad pays your motherfucking salary. If you don't get the fuck out my face, I'll have you fired. Why? Because they know they have the right to regulate how the police act. Because the police were not put here for them. They were put here by them. Think about it. If You start a gang. I don't give a fuck. Top, Blood, Crip, BG, whatever gang you want, label them, cannot control your gang members. Because, yeah, we gang members, but we up under yo. We here for yo. So we might bump heads with some other gang members, but that ain't. We here for yo to regulate that shit. So while we regulating that shit, every once in a while we might sprinkle that, we might bump heads with that shit, but that's how it get checked. It's like, no, nigga, we this, so you better get your shit together. You know what you here for. Yo put you out here to do that shit. But us, we the ones that got put out here for them, because they said, now, I don't know if this is 100% fact, just, I heard when they emancipated the slaves, they made it a law that all white men and white boys had to arm themselves and join this militia to keep the black emancipated post-slaves in line in the streets. So if you seen a black man doing some suspicious shit, you had the right to press down, see what the fuck is up with yo. What is considered suspicious?
Everything.
If the sun going down, you walking home from work, boy, what the fuck you doing out here this time of night? You ain't got no master, you ain't got nobody you answer to. Who the fuck you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that Juneteenth is not even when they freed the slaves? It's when a certain group of slaves that was still in bondage for years later found out that they was free. Like, they freed, emancipated the slaves. Certain group of them, and I can't remember it, and I apologize because I can't remember the exact details to give. And I hate when I be like that because I make it feel like invalid to me. But a certain group of them was still in bondage and didn't know. When they found out, that's what the Juneteenth celebration derived from. Celebrating it. Oh shit, yeah, we know now, we free. Everybody know we in here now. You feel me? They say that's what it originally came from. But Black Wall Street was amongst many Black Wall Streets that they did that to. Mm-hmm. Central Park is built over one.
Mm-hmm. Seneca Village.
Yo, this country is fucked up, man. It's fucked up.
I mean, think about how much of this shit that they built on top of Native Americans.
But I heard Native Americans was paid to help put us in bondage, so I don't know what I believe on that end. Because why they untouchable for real? Like, they just started being able to be touched when that civil rights shit and all that shit going on now. Now you got the Native American chief get beat by police outside that casino. Seen that shit?
Nah, I ain't see that one.
A Native American chief got beat bad by police, face busted and bruised.
And they usually don't even have no jurisdiction over there.
Mm-hmm. Somebody done signed a little something somewhere. Told you somebody got a memo. Somebody got a motherfucking email. Somebody got email. That's why I say, like, it's too late. Because the level of organization and the level of militancy it takes for us to really survive this shit that's coming, we ain't prepared, bro. If you don't think it's gonna get bad, George Floyd died at about 20-ish days ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Since then, at 120 something known police murders, 4 to 5 people got hung. The KKK threatening to mobilize on entire cities What does it take for you to be able to say you're gonna come kill every black person in an entire city? Somebody been training while we was tripping, while we was drugging and thugging. They was shooting and booting. That's why their kids are armed, locked, cocked, and ready to go by like 4. But if you put a gun in your teenage son's hand right now, you creating a thug or a gangster, not a soldier. Soldier for what? Soldier in the army of what? Because if you create a soldier in your son, you create a potential threat to America. Because I told you the biggest threat to America was stated by that president at the time, the Uniting of the Negroes. So, in other words, Negroes, it's time to unite.
And that's why they whacked Fred Hampton, because they said he was the one. Like,
Martin Luther King was the one too. He was the one too.
Like, but like,
I get what you're saying. Like, not to go against it,
like Fred Hampton. Like when they said Fred Hampton, it was like it even says in the COINTELPRO papers and everything. Like, even more so than Martin Luther King, Fred Hampton was the one. Because it was like he had all the gangs organized. He had all the white people coming to help us. He had the Mexicans coming to help us. Like, everybody was on board. That's like, he's the one who started the Rainbow Coalition, and that was all the pastors, all the street people, all of
Black
the
Panthers.
everybody.
So they started WIC. They started like a lot of like charities and shit. Like started because of them, like spinoffs of what they was doing. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
But it sounds about right, because there's some more shit that America stole. And
I was watching this video of Malcolm X. No, I'm sorry. I take that back. It was Minister Farrakhan. And he was saying, like, white people always label us as thugs and killers and violent rapists and all that, but we don't have a history of killing them. They have a history of killing us. We don't have a history of lynching them. They have a history of lynching us. We don't have a history of raping their women. They have a history of raping our women. We don't have a history of raping their men. They have a history of raping our men. Because they used to rape men to break them.
yeah, called it buck breaking.
Exactly. So, y'all raped men.
I used to force them to beat each other to death.
Yeah, but y'all raped men to break them in front of their wives and children. And wonder why the state of the black family is where it's at right now. Y'all intentionally reconstructed it the way as though right now women are shining on men. And they saying niggas ain't shit and all that, but it's constructed like that. Because they done made it through these fake feminist movements and all of that, where a woman could get paid more for doing your job just because she's a woman. Because if she don't, she can say it's discrimination. Like, a woman body gotta go through more, I can't really think of the word, but like strenuous, whatever the word for strenuousness is. But my thing is,
The only reason I would disagree with what you're saying is because still to this day, black women are the lowest paid nationwide.
I never said black women. I was getting around to it. I never said black women. Because if you think about it, all that feminist movement,
That wasn't for them.
all that independent movement shit, that was for white women. We praised our queens in the black community. We lifted up our queens in the black community. Our queens always been our strongest piece in the black community until they destroyed the concept of the black family. So think about it. Back then, if we was praising our queens, our women were our strongest assets, and family was family. White women had to shut the fuck up and get me a beer. White women had to stay the fuck in the kitchen. White women was the ones in the corner at church talking because they don't get to come outside. So at church, they come and talking, girl, you know, Andy, yeah, he's at it again. He was drinking. Oh, yeah, Bob told me. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So they started that shit and convinced black women to come on board. And it, in turn, helped destroy the black family because it made the woman feel like she needed to be more superior. Now, like, instead of you being my partner, not my equal, my partner. Because we can be partners without being equal. You my partner. Like, say, for example, like, we partners in this. We might be partners, but behind the scenes, you might be all the money. I might know all the tech. But when we get back to the table, we come as a product. That's how the black family was. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, we are not battling for equality. We not battling for status. We succeeding together. They was battling for status. The white woman was battling for a voice. The white woman wanted to be heard. So when they pulled the black women in, it broke us down because it changed how they looked at themselves. So it changed how they look at us. They didn't want to be at home raising the kids while we out making the money because they don't want to have to ask for money to shop and shit like that. But back before they destroyed the family and the man was bringing home the bread and butter, they wasn't having to ask. Just go shop. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So over generations of, again, social engineering, it'll change how you look at something.
But at the same time, we got to take accountability for outside of it too, because it's been a whole lot of bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks for decades now.
Did you watch the Nigga Factory yet?
No, but at the same time, it's like I'm looking at it from the standpoint of like we gotta change that narrative too.
Let me tell you something. Music is the most powerful form of communication. Tell you how you know. Man, you can sit here and talk about some deep, powerful shit. A couple hours later, not on your mind at all. You can hear a random song that you don't even like. And 3 hours later, you still trying to figure out why can I not stop singing this song?
Yeah.
Because music has that much. Because we tonal people. Based off tone. Think about it. The tone of somebody's voice tell you whether they leaning on you or not. Not the words they using.
That's why
I can
we
say,
always
fuck you, nigga. I can say, fuck you, nigga. When I say, man, fuck you, nigga, you know I'm on some joke, laughing, man, fuck you, fuck out of here. But if I say, fuck you, nigga, I ain't even gotta get loud, just fuck you, nigga. Now it was like, I feel disrespected, and now I'm on some defense. You get what I'm saying? Because we tonal people, so if the tone of something changes,
that's how you know
your perception or your reception of it. That's how you know how powerful music is, and they know that. Think about it, that's why like used to do war drumming and shit like that, because that shit get you going. Like a fucking crunk beat. That shit get you going. Why you think that shit is in black music and not white music? All that crunk, buck beats and all that shit get you going, and they know that mixed with alcohol and have you charged the fuck up. Nigga, you can be in your room by yourself. Take a shot and throw on some 3-6 Mafia. See, don't you be in that bitch throwing gang signs. What you talking about? Nigga, you think I'm bluffing? Watch this. Swear to God. Tell me you ain't never crip walk to a song.
many, many times.
Everybody do. Ever seen Chloe crip walk? You gotta see your niece crip walk. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
There's a lot of shit we could talk about as far as that go. Like, but yeah, we'll talk about that off there before we talk about it on that.
But again, like, so think about all the different waves Why niggas start wearing pink?
Cam and them.
Why niggas start wearing them rock star little chains and shit?
Wayne and them.
Why niggas start wearing pocketbooks and shit like that?
Thug and them.
Why niggas start sipping Lane and shit like that?
Houston rappers.
Pimp and them. Screw and them. Why niggas start calling it gas? 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz.
And he only started calling it gas because
Diesel. And most
It was
people never
always-
made, most people still have never made that
the
connection.
crazy part, the sad part is what make me mad is it was only specific to Diesel. Diesel was gas. Now gas is like a level of how good it is. Like,
Mhm.
like yo, this some gas. Like, no, it's not. It's some haze. But you know, different era, different generation.
Just like when everything was hydro, even when it wasn't. Like, hydro is because the weed was grown a specific way.
Underwater.
Not just because it's a strong strain of weed.
It's a strong strain of weed because it's a different.
Just like
telling your
loud.
age, by the way.
Oh yeah. You can easily tell your age just by the way you call weed. Just like when you hear somebody say reefer, you know.
That's all I say.
Yeah.
I say reefer all the time. But
Uh,
it started more jokingly.
I told you my Twitter handle is Reefer Chief.
Another thing, I'll tell you. All right, this an age drop for y'all. I started smoking strawberry Phillies.
God damn. I think the first thing I ever smoked out of was an Optimo.
Hold up, let me go back because you right. The
Yeah.
first thing I ever smoked was Optimo because when we smoked that chocolate tie with the mom and them. Yep. So
To this day, I still feel like that was just some tobacco.
hell no,
Because I ain't feel high.
nigga. The nigga, I don't know. I wasn't high either.
That's why I said it. Because, like,
But
he was.
yo ain't fake that. Ain't no nigga gonna fake and go in the house and tell his mother he high because he's so high.
He felt something, had a little bit of a head rush, and that nigga panicked.
No, like that nigga, he earled and all that.
Yeah, I remember.
Like he was high. Like
That shit was crazy, but nobody else was.
nigga, not even a nigga who smoked it with us. All of us looking like nigga, we ain't even finish it. Like he only let all of us hit it once. He was smoking. Crazy part is, I ain't gonna name drop, but remember his little brother,
Mm-hmm.
the one I used to pick on all the time.
Yeah.
That's my man, who like my little brother. That's his baby mother, first son, father. The brother, when I used to beat up all the time.
Yeah.
My man, baby mother, oldest child is by him. Now we ain't bump heads like that yet, but I think it'll be funny because I told her all about him. I told her like niggas when we used to rap, I put your name in a skit and shot his house up and all that. That's how much I ain't like that.
Yo, niggas really, really, really used to rap.
Yeah, that's why like
You the only one who kept going.
actually I didn't. I didn't keep going. I never was rapping. Like, I never stopped rapping, but I just used to like, freestyle in my head or be by myself and rapping and shit like that, or drop a little couple bars on some jokey shit. What made me start rapping, I was fucked up after I had came home and shit. I was fucked up for real. Just selling my little weed, but where I was staying at, shit kept coming up missing, and I couldn't really go off because that was the only solid place I could stay every night without kicking out no real rent at the time, you feel me? So
Right.
I was having to basically like take it as, all right, that's me paying taxes for real. But when I started staying with the chick I started staying with, ended up being my girl and shit, when we moved in together, I was doing back when I was really getting into the home improvement and shit like this, when I was still in the demolition stage before I learned everything else. So, you know, that was like $25, $50 a day type shit, you feel me? So
Right.
I was only really coming home with going for hours and coming home with enough to buy some weed and a chicken box or some shit like that, you feel me? So of course she wasn't tripping at first, cause she used to come on the sites and all that, but you know, you seeing all this, you looking at like, nigga, you supposed to be making more money than this, you feel me? Not knowing this levels to who was making what money, you get what I'm saying? So
right.
over the course of shit going bad, end up meeting a nigga across the street, and I only met him because Wi-Fi, I can't remember what it was, but that made me start calling him Wolfgang Paco. And when I met Cho, tell him about that, and then he tell me the reason why his Wi-Fi is that is because he got the rap group and shit. That's when I was fucking with the Wolfpack niggas. So I tell him I got that from, white chick. So laughing off of that, he ended up passing me his blunt. So I'm like, shit, passing my blunt. So we matched, talking. Then my girl got cool with his girl. So one day, she over there with him, with his girl, and yo come knock on the door like, yo, I'm ready to go down in the studio. You trying to go with me? I didn't know he was talking about in his basement. Go down there, yo got a nice setup and shit. Yo really into the music, like yo, like radio play and all that. You feel me? Before I even was fucking with him, so end up yo telling me like, yo, if you want when you free, like I teach you how to, engineer shit. Like when I engineer, like record niggas and shit. You feel me? Like, and you can record niggas, and then I mix and master it. You feel me? Like it'll save me time, and I pay you for it. So I only jumped on it. It was like something extra couple dollars to come in. You feel me?
Right.
Sitting over there with y'all, end up telling y'all I used to, fuck with the rap and shit back with y'all, and you feel me? I could rap a little bit. Said like 4 bars to yo, like, yo, you guys start rapping, like, nigga, that shit ain't me. So end up listening to him, and then fucking with him and the other motherfuckers I was around. I end up really like perfecting it, like really finding my flow for real, and that's how I really started rapping. But if it wasn't for him, I guess I say shout out to him, because yo did convince me to do that at the time. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have been rapping at all. Awkwardly enough, I just say same thing, make you laugh, make you cry.
Yeah. When you was telling the story, I was like, wait a minute, is that? Yeah, all right. Now, it makes sense now.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I know we ain't gonna go too long, because you still working, ain't you?
Yeah, unfortunately. And I keep on hearing whispers about they supposed to be getting some grant or something, so they don't got shut down. But they spreading everybody out, moving everybody in different departments. I heard they gonna force everybody on first shift, cause they ain't got no work. Yo, they don't got no work in there. They just playing like, just do something, just don't. And I don't get it. Like, shut the fuck down. Let me go the fuck home somewhere.
But that unemployment shit is still a nightmare.
Oh, that's the only reason I ain't mad.
That shit is still a nightmare. But yeah, so before we go, one more shout out. Lamar Jackson.
Oh yeah.
His Madden cover came out, and that bitch is hard.
I ain't see it, but I saw the little video, but I ain't watch it though.
Go look at that. He got the hardest Madden cover ever.
He deserve it. Shout out to Shorty.
Give him one more. Anything else you want to touch on before we roll out? I said roll out. God damn. Aging. Aging the shit out of myself.
I guess just to reiterate, like, we gotta do better as a unit, people. Like, we gotta do better. And I don't be trying to like tank my image to people, because most people won't get to have an even deeper intellectual conversation with me, so it probably won't go too much further than this, or maybe some DMs or something. But I'm a firm believer in segregation.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
I'm a firm believer in segregation. Not saying I want any less for any other, but I'm a firm believer in
us taking care of us.
You gotta be black, blackity, black. Because it was stated that black people own 1% of 1% of the wealth in America. Even controlling the black dollar. That's not owning wealth. That's trading debt. You know that? Say it on the dollar bill, it's a debt note. It's of no value, it's a debt note. You owe me $1, I give you $1. It's a debt note. You don't believe me? Stack up $500 million in cash and see if it's really worth anything. If you got $500 million in cash and no credit, you still gonna have to jump through hoops. They got the power to say money is of no value no more. It can't be spent no more. It's nothing.
Which is the thing I feel that's exactly what would happen if they ever gave us reparations. They just tank the dollar and make it worth absolutely nothing.
First off, in order to give us reparations, it got to be in silver and gold. It got to be in silver and gold. Otherwise, they're not giving us nothing but a big-ass stimulus package. Got to be in silver and gold. Before they give us reparations, give us financial literacy. Before y'all give us reparations, I think we need a generation or two to learn some financial literacy. Don't give every black person $350,000 or $350 million or $300 with no financial literacy. Why? Because how many people got that stimulus check and broke right now?
A lot. A whole lot.
How many people got that stimulus check not too far after tax time and still broke right now? I can say that I didn't get neither one. But
me either.
It's a lot of people that did and don't. I mean, of course, shout out to the people who don't got shit to show for, but bill receipts, because that's real life reality. But
because a lot of people didn't get no fucking rental relief or none of that.
You know, they was supposed to pay us essential pay and all that. Like, we ain't get nothing. Like, we got shitted on for real because we had to keep on producing, but they cut our hours down to flat 40 hours. They laid off so many people, no incentive, no essential pay, no nothing. And they let us walk around for 3 months, and now all of a sudden it's mandatory to wear a mask. Excuse me. To the point, the supervisor tell me he had to walk me out the building and send me home. I said, well, is I'm still going to be able to come back tomorrow? He like, nice try, motherfucker, just put your mask on. But I wasn't joking. Like, if that's the case, walk me out this bitch, because I'm not with that mask shit. Like, and they keep on looking at me like I'm crazy. Even a EHS lady, the health and safety lady, she gonna say, I hope you got a mask on. I look like, no. Like, a rep across my face, like, no. She's like, you got one? I was like, yeah, in my toolbox. She like, well, I hope that's where you're headed. I was like, you kept walking. Like, I'm not with that mad shit. Like, y'all didn't give a fuck for 3 whole months. If this corona shit was real, y'all didn't give a fuck for 3 whole months. Why now should I jump on y'all bandwagon? Because when we was pushing for it, y'all ain't give a fuck.
I remember when they first gave us 2 masks and said, if you want to wear them, you can wear them.
Nah. And I just found out. Remember I told you a couple supervisors had caught that shit.
Yeah, that shit ran all through that building, and they wasn't trying to tell us.
No, I'm talking about now. Second shift supervisor Sarge
Mm-hmm.
and his girlfriend, both of them had it, and they thought the dude Randy had it, but I think he found negative. But both of them supposedly had it. Joe had to like really bitch at them to get them to disinfect the office when them two got diagnosed with that shit. And that lady came back even yesterday. It was today, Wednesday, Monday. She came back Monday. They don't give a fuck if that shit was real, fake, killing. Because in the beginning, it was like supervisors running around like it's just a big scare tactic. It's just they fear mongering and shit. And I'm like, even if like y'all ain't gonna take no precautions in case the shit real, like y'all ain't gonna do nothing. To the point now where everybody is straddling the fence because in the beginning, remember, they were shutting down bus lines, daycare, school, all that shit. Like, motherfuckers was having to leave. And then you gotta burn up your time, your vacation time, your sick time, all that shit. And then you sitting here now when shit about to get back to normal. It's like, you better not get the hiccups because you stuck. They ready to walk my ass out of there if I would have. I told you I couldn't be a minute late. I'd have been fired. Like, shut that shit down. Like, that's the greed of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, that place is crazy.
It's nothing but greed.
And it always was.
And we stopped compiling everything. So what the fuck is y'all still open for? Like, y'all got enough stockpile to keep on selling for probably 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all could have let us go home. And really, it'd have been smarter because y'all would have, instead of paying us to keep y'all open, y'all could have banked all the money y'all been giving us on paychecks and let the government pay us unemployment for them couple months. Just kept that money in y'all pocket, sit still, but y'all so greedy, y'all just gotta have it constantly churning.
Even when they make it where the job ain't even worth it by cutting you down to only 40 hours.
Cause nigga,
that shit is not.
I'm gonna show you what my check about to be because they told you they keep on telling us not to come in, like giving us them work complete, so then you don't get paid for that day. So this about to be the second week. I might only got like 16 hours on my check. Last check was $154.
That fucking job is not worth it.
Hell no.
Yeah, we definitely gotta get off that fucking. We gotta get out of there. But yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this bitch up.
Alright. Definitely a pleasure talking to y'all. And you, because I don't never acknowledge the fact that I be talking to you.
Right, we don't really ever acknowledge each other. Like, I was thinking, I'm like, we walk out this room every single day, and the first thing I say to you is, I love you. I don't never say you on no show. So, that matter of fact, that's how we gonna start ending this bitch.
Say less. Love you, my nigga.
Love you too.